Thank you very much. It's fantastic to be here today. This really is a monumental milestone for the Philippines and for the World Surf League to partner together and bring this international event. It's really with excitement today that we announce this landmark event. We are bringing, with the partnership with the Philippine Sports Commission, the Philippines government, the Department of Tourism, the local government, all of our partners, the most prestigious surfing event in the world to Cloud9 Surigao. This is the highest level of the sport. There's only 13 of these events globally around the world. The World Surf League are incredibly selective as to where we put these events, and we really believe that this location in Surigao is world class and deserving of a World Championship Tour. We're also pleased to announce that it is a 2-year partnership and for 2016. I did stand next to Jerry Deegan over here in 2005, over 20 years ago, when it was my first trip to Surigao to Cloud9, and I was involved in the event, a very small event at that time. And I remember saying to Jerry at the time, this is a World Tour venue. This wave has got the quality to be a World Tour venue. I think back then, probably the local infrastructure wasn't ready for it, but now, having visited there last October, the leaps and bounds that Surigao and General Luna and that whole area has taken in the last sort of 20 years to become a tourism mecca and a place that people can visit, and the infrastructure now can handle the highest level of international surfing. So we're very proud to be able to bring the event. It is really elevating the status of not only surfing but sport in the Philippines. It's actually the only multi-year world championship for any sport in this country. It is actually the first world championship for any sport outside of Manila to be held. So there's a lot of significance around this event in the fact that it's multi-year and it's being held in a region outside of the capital city, which is something that surfing always tends to bring, is that we go to regions around the world. And we often say, you know, a lot of countries and a lot of towns that we go to often say there was before a World Tour event and there was after a World Tour event. Because the impact of this event that will have on this region and the country, from the people who will see it, our broadcast audience alone has over 10 million people. Our athletes that are coming have over 50 million social followers between them. This is a mass international audience event. I would like to really acknowledge and thank some people in the room for making this possible. Obviously the Philippines government, the Philippine Sports Commission, to the Department of Tourism, to all the local partners. I'd like to particularly thank Vinny Marcos, who has been a champion of sport and surfing, and obviously in your role as a sports ambassador, but a passionate supporter, and you really believe in the World Surf League and believe in surfing and the way it can change lives. To Patrick Gregorio, the chairman of the Philippine Sports Commission, thank you for your vision. It's very clear that since you've been in this role, your strategic vision for sport and the power of sport in this country is very evident, and thank you for believing in the World Surf League. And like you said, we're very confident. You know, we're confident in your confidence, so it's a great partnership to move forward. Also, special mention to Lou Jason and LJ staff. Thank you very much, LJ, for all the work that you've done together to get us to this point. You know, really with Vinny and Patrick and LJ, they've been absolutely instrumental in securing this event, and been fantastic to work with them as well. Welcome to the Mayor and Vice Mayor of Surigao. Thank you very much. I met your father actually, Mayor Resilion, over 20 years ago, and he was deeply passionate about the power of surfing, so I'm sure he would be very proud of today as well. So thank you very much to Johnson and Min Min. I want to mention John Carby and the team from STMI. Thank you very much, Danger and Ralph and John, for the support. We'll be working closely with John and the team to deliver the event. Also Jerry Deegan, who is working with the World Surf League, and Ty Sarati, who's here, who's our WSL Asia Pacific Tour Director. We really see this as a a long-term strategy. You know, not many locations do we go to where we don't partner and go into the future. The one thing that's quite amazing, we ran an event earlier this year in New Zealand. It was the first World Championship Tour of New Zealand, and we had the tourism minister there and the sport minister, and they took me aside and said the one thing that we noticed about this event was the incredible athleticism and the sport benefits and the tourism benefits. But one thing that was really obvious was the incredible national pride. And I think that you'll see that in this event. There'll be incredible national pride of the Philippines, people that will be coming from all over the country to see that. And they'll be cheering on the wildcards. So this commitment and the partnership with the Philippine Sports Commission allows 2 wildcards, one male and one female, which will be selected from a national event that's going to be held at Cloud9 in October. And the winner of that national event for the male and female will be granted a wildcard into the main World Tour event, which is an incredible opportunity for any surfer to compete at the absolute highest level of the sport. There's $1 million or $980,000 US prize money up for grabs in that event as well. So significant prize money and surfing against the absolute best of the best in the world. In addition to the 2 wildcards that we will be crowning in the champion event, today we're very excited to make an announcement that we have decided, in the goodwill of our partnership with the Philippines, and based on recent years' performance and domination of that wave, that John Mark Marimar Tokon will receive a wildcard into the main event. This is Marimar's home break. He dominates this. He's won the event multiple times in the past, so he's certainly a deserving winner. And this really goes to show, you know, the power of an event of this scale and how many lives it's going to touch in the community and the pride that there'll be supporting Marimar and the other wildcards. It's obviously an amazing sport development outcome for surfing both in that territory and more nationally. It's also an incredible engine for tourism, and from a Department of Tourism perspective, our events really are a global destination marketing campaign. We're able to tell a story through our broadcast. The World Surf League own our own broadcasts. We publish it all over the world. We have many, many millions of audience. Last year we reached over 80 million audience globally through our events. But the one thing our audience love is to learn about new places and learn the stories. And as I said earlier, after a World Tour event, there's before and after. The tourism, both immediate economic impact will be significant, but the long-term tail of surf tourism you'll see as a legacy for many, many years to come. Following the other announcement that we have made recently is also a commitment to a World Longboard Tour event. So following the running of the Championship Tour event in Surigao in October, the International Professional Surfing Circuit for the World Longboard Tour will be heading to La Union for stop number 3 of only 4 World Longboard Tour events in the world, which will be held in January. So complementing the World Championship Tour, the highest level of the sport for shortboard surfing for men and women, crowning that goes towards crowning a world title for shortboarding at Surigao will also be a World Longboard Tour event in January. So this partnership is broad, it's strategic, we're very grateful and appreciative. We're very proud to stand here today. This has been a long time in the making, this relationship. We really believe in the Philippines as a country, the people, the surfing locations, and what we can achieve together over the next few years. So congratulations to Philippines for securing this event. We're very proud to be here. Congratulations to Marimar for his wildcard to the main event. This will be the first World Championship Tour event that Marimar's ever competed in his life, and to be able to do that in his home break is pretty special. So thank you very much on behalf of the World Surf League. Fantastic to be here, and we'll be very excited to be back here in October to see history made at Cloud9 Surigao in the Philippines. Thank you very much.